Sacred dance is authentic and tribal, and it's like circular and a journey through creative movement. And I personally feel connected to the sacred dance and sacred dance fusion, we call this practice, because it involves so many influences like West African, Middle Eastern, Serpentine dance, improv, just a creative flow. So it's this feeling like we're going through almost a catharsis, or for me, it's a way to totally release and let go of static energy in the body, dormant energy that needs to move. A lot of times we hold a lot at the pelvic floor, whether it's your diet or emotions or transitions, experiences, turbulence in life. And that energy gets an opportunity to move right out with your breath. The circular movement and your intention and that perspiration and the joy and the celebration. So it's a wonderful opportunity to share with friends and strangers.
Sacred dance fusion is important to me because it's really about connecting with the body and the mind through movement. It's just a way to work out that stress you might be feeling or that tension that you might need to release. It's a very invigorating and free-spirited movement.
And elements, feeling space, and with the silks we get to let the wind teach us, the wind as our teacher, and the earth as a foundation in which to kind of wake up our own innate energy. And that fire that comes from that Muladhara chakra straight up just lights us up, and we just let go of everything. It's like a perspiration and detox into a lighter state of being, hopefully at the end of the class. And usually we are feeling pretty light and really free.
I would come into this type of dance with an open mind and an open heart. And whether you are just dancing alone or you're with your best friends or in a room full of strangers, everyone is there to get through their own movement, their own problems in life, or whatever reason you come to dance. It's something that you come into open, with openness. Leave your ego at the door.
So also what I'd like to leave you with is, I like to sometimes say, permission slip to fly, like an encouraging note to leave you after this intro so that you can enjoy and embrace this practice from your own home, share it with friends, become perhaps your own movement guide through ritual and dance and expression and breath, and share it with everyone you know, and let that be a conduit to a lighter state of being and feeling, so that you can all together embrace and enjoy that celebration and sensation of creative dance. sacred dance is authentic and tribal, and it's like circular and a journey through creative movements. I personally feel connected to the sacred dance and sacred dance fusion, we call this practice, because it involves so many influences like West African, Middle Eastern, Serpentine dance, improv. It also, for me, sacred dance fusion is very healing. At the same time, it's a hard workout. We will sweat and have fun and learn a lot about coordination and rhythm and elements, feeling space. And with the silks, we get to let the wind teach us, the wind as our teacher, and the earth as a foundation in which to kind of like wake up our own innate energy. I believe that sensuality through dance is a rhythmic, natural way to feel in complete harmony and agreement with nature. Just feeling the way the wind makes you move, or watching the wind outside and the way vegetation and life force move with wind, and how our bodies can mimic that movement, and wind can be our teacher, and the elements, all the elements can be our teachers. And so what's sacred about it is that we're all one amazing life force, and we're all teaching one another how to express and move, and the animals are our teachers, and a lot of the movements feel very primal, like the animals move and navigate through their terrain. So the dance floor in this sacred space that we create is a place to comfortably address our sensual connection to these animals and to elements and to creative life force.
Opening here with a light warm-up called Swele Belly. We'll move through some body isolations as we loosen up the spine and torso, get the body warm with rhythm and breath. Finding your feet a little wider than hips distance apart, rocking the hips. Finding your own tempo as we move here into the rib cage. Taking this movement into the upper body, slight bend in the knees, and rocking side to side as you isolate here, an excellent movement to tone the waistline. Start to feel the body get warm, loosening up through the shoulders, keep the elbows real high. As we transition here into an arch and hollow. So feel the movement through the front to the back of the heart center. Within your breath, your own natural rhythm. Moving into a pelvic tilt. toes and heels back in. We're going to focus on the hips, bumping side to side. Stretch through the spine and keep the hips moving side to side. As the hips move here, you're dropping into the knees traveling forward as the hips move right and left. Lift and drop here. Just play with the height of the step as you lift the hips, take it back down and move right into a shoulder shimmy. Into a 3/4 shimmy going slow. When you feel ready to travel, small steps right and left. Feel the earth at your feet and trail back slow. To transition into a full hip circle here. Find your own pace, your own tempo. Maybe start slow and pick it up. And reverse that path when you're ready, rounding it through to the other side. Sinuous lines through the arms. And transitioning here into an earth salute. Bowing the heart center down as you exhale. Nice big arch through the spine, grounding at both feet. Through the center, take the gaze inward, round the spine up, slight tilt to the right. Go as slow as you need to, looping the shoulders up and back. Gather your energy overhead and draw it into the heart and breathe. We'll be bringing joy into this sequence as we ground the feet and invite full body vibrations into your dance, into your breath. Starting with the shoulders. heels, knees together, and then play with the height with the heels lifting and dropping. We're going to move into a light body wave here, so the heart center drops to the floor, arching back and centering through. So here we'll break it up, maybe bring a little bit of a twist, experiment with a light movement at your feet as you move the shoulders. And we'll transition here, the feet hips distance apart, moving into a Tunisian twist. Essentially relaxing the whole lower half of the body and gear the movement at the hips. You can slow it down here and drop back into the knees, take your toes and heels all the way together. The shimmy is fast, it's small, it's precise. I like to bring a sound into it. So if you'd like to inhale, draw the breath completely into the heart center. And as you exhale, go ahead and sound it out. Exhilarate here and bring that shimmy from the knees back into the hips. Relaxing the underside of the legs. And here we like to call this movement the earthquake as you travel. It's like an earth flutter. Relax the lower body and the movement is at the tops of the feet. Heels slightly lifted as you travel. Experimenting here with the hands, just navigating space. That 3/4 shimmy again, traveling slow. And take it into a faster tempo when you're ready. Feet are hips distance apart, and here you can pick it up, accelerate. And let's take it right back into the shoulders and then lower back to the knees and hips. Take that vibration all the way up to the upper body and move it to the lower body. Soften your hands. crown of your head. Slowing it down, bring it back into the shoulders, and find your way falling slow to the earth with an easy forward fold. This sequence involves a simple 2-step movement with arm and body undulations and variations. Relatively liquid-like movements with an open and close here, moving off to the right, 2-step and off to the left. Important to bring your dance into the fingertips. Serpent's Trail is an awesome warm-up as well if you'd like to begin your practice with this sequence. And then go ahead and ascend the arms, lift and lengthen again. Lifting the tailbone and waving through the torso. So drawing that wave-like energy through the body. So the 2-step movement at the feet continues and the arms open real big and close. Bit of a hollow as the arms join together, and again with an inhale as they open. And sweeping here, the arms up and back, full range of movement through the shoulder. See if you can take the eyes up to the fingertips. Real heavy at the hands as they drop. Moving energy. Transition into a reverse serpent. One shoulder lowers at a time and you kind of dip down into the earth. Maybe a little pelvic tilt as you drop, slight bend into the knees. Keep the undulation moving through the torso. back together. Slow unwind as you lower the heart center. Drop the upper body down into the thighs, into the knees, toes and heels together. Serpent arms as you transition and draw the hands back into the heart, into prayer, and close. This sequence is a lot like the Serpent's trail. Rather than traveling side to side, we begin with a liquid walk traveling back, involving your shoulders and melting into the floor as your heels drop slow one at a time. Brushing the fingertips alongside the floor, lifting, sweeping the arms up and back, like you're sweet saging a room. Stay within the rhythm of the music as you breathe. Take your arms to your edge as you sweep it across. You can take the arms all the way up past the shoulders. Moving here into a step we call the four corners. So anchoring down here, we have the left leg and that right leg addressing each corner, so stepping out, and it's a bit of a drag or a sweep as you draw the feet back together. Switch it out into the right leg as your anchor when you're ready, and go ahead and travel around the four corners. It's like a compass, addressing each direction. Ready to transition, we're pulsing here, shoulders drop back, loosen the torso. Twisting as you travel forward, arms real wide and open. Moving, rolling back here with ease, traveling with big spirit, big arms, big breath. The energy trails right out the fingertips. There's no blocks, total freedom in the body as you sway, as you sweep. As they sway, as they swing. Take it back into a pulse. dress, the four corners here. Slow it down when you're ready. I'm going to start with a nice light body sway, opening up your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. And tapping it out as you rock and sway. Let the movement begin from the hips, roll through the rib cage, move through the upper body, shoulders, jawline. Pull it into a twist when you're ready. Sweep the arms as a variation, or hold that twist. Return to a nice easy sway. Taking the movement into the knees, so we're going to move the focus down to the lower body. So rather than the shimmy up in the upper body, I'm going to take it right through to the hips. Transitioning here into a pulse. Take the feet back together, pedaling the earth with both feet. elbows drawing back to the back wall. If you'd like to take it through a full circle, take this dancing prayer around the room. Stretching it out, it's like an offering-like gesture with the hands, and then lowering down into both legs, real strong stance. Maintain a strong spine. The arms sway. Here, bring the legs back together, gathering your breath, your energy, cycle the arms right back up, drawing circles, lifting long into the palms of your hands. Let the fingertips melt down, take a nice long sigh. And breathe. Warming up here with that left hip, grounding down the right leg. You want all the balance here in that right leg as the left hip travels up to the shoulder, back to the earth, back towards your heel. Focusing on a down tempo as you pick it up. Rather than dropping that left hip directly down, see if you can draw it back to that right heel. Here to a simple hip drop. serpentine movements through the arms and just serpentine organic movements through the entire sequence. And soften at the shoulders, looping the shoulders up to the ears and down. Kind of melting into the movement through the arms as you lift, elongate, and soften the palm of your hand as you reach back for the floor. The serpent dance here, the serpentine forms are very languid, very organic, very sensual and sacred in their nature. Maybe even close your eyes as you move and tune into that liquid movement. Fluid exchange from right side to left. Take a nice easy bow, slowly lowering the heart back down to the upper thighs. Fingertips over the eyes and under. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Stretch it back, behind the nape of the neck, and then back out again. Interchange here, arms. Slight movement through the hips. Transitioning here with a lift, see if we can draw both hands into a prayer. I like to call this the praying lotus. Maintain the strength of the spine, elongate, reach. Pulsing as the hands soften. Here, a falling leaf, so it's a real organic drop as the hands lower to the hips. Feel soothing expression through the upper body. Claiming space as you inhale, reach it up and lower it down real slow. Transition here into a dragon fan. Exchanging the weight from right hip to left. Into a tri-pulse. A tri-pulse for 3 focal points. here, moving into Hunter's Bow. This movement's very unique. Leaning into one hip at a time. Knowing that moving slow is powerful within this movement. Breathe. Returning to a simple snake arm movement here. Bowing again, the heart center down, the crown of your head back to the earth. Exuding strength, honor, and grace like a statue in motion. Exploring the Maya here and the versatility of our sacred hips and organic essence. Nice to feel the earth at your feet. Lifting, dropping, and rounding a full circle to the right side. This movement here on the right hip, drawing a circle to the shoulder, rounding it out and back down to the heel. And smooth it out slow. Up, drop, up and around. Here, same concept, lifting, smoothing out, traveling out to the far left, drawing the heels back together. Soften the fingers, palms of your hands, use the hands as a guide. Circling up, drop, up and around. To exchange right hip into left, same line of movement, lifting and rounding it down. You can also try this movement without lifting the heels and the soles of your feet rooted down, often a little harder. Finding the water and the blood flow, the body moving here, slow, tempered, relaxed. Picking up the pace if you like, moving from a slow tempo into a faster tempo. See what works for your body. Ultimately finding a nice big stretch through the torso. engaging all of your abdominal strength, fluidity in the body, in nature. Opening the feet here, slightly wider. Let's just break up the hips. Recenter here. We're going to bring a slight bend into the knees and move into a figure 8. You can take this as fast or as slow as you like. Hands and hips in the same line of energy and movements. And a reverse figure 8 when you're ready. Reaching back and drawing forward here. Let's transition when you're ready into a full hip circle. Full range of movement at the pelvic floor. Organic circle here. It's like paving the way with the tailbone, pelvic floor moving forward and back. And almost like you're taking a seat here, so it's a drop through the knees. And see how low you can bring the heart center to the floor. As you travel the tailbone back through the heels, you can sound out your breath, you can close your eyes and visualize the circle as you draw it through space. To that Maya, slow rocking through the hips side to side. Serpentine movement as you lower. Strong at the legs, slight lift at the heels. Maintain the strength of the spine, nice long breath. Gather the hands back in to honor your dance. A beautiful sequence to explore with a silk veil, light in its texture, and ultimately drawing wind in here as your teacher and your guide as you move. Beginning with an airing of the silks. Pressing the body, the heart center into the silk. A little bit of a hollow through the spine as you trail back. Finding space and lightness. a lot of improvisational dance here. Moving around, let the wind generate the dance. A unique enrapture with the elements. Feeling light, exploratory, and totally free. The sound of your breath. Sacred connection to space, elements, the wind and earth.